Hi, my name is Andrea Carter and I am the Assistant Dean for Student Wellness, Support and Success at the University of Toronto, Mississauga. I'm really happy to be talking as a guest blogger on HCC's mental health projects, and I'm here today to talk about mental health needs and stigma sometimes attached with mental health. In terms of talking about someone's mental health needs or your own mental health needs, it's not unusual to feel challenged and vulnerable when you're talking about what might be happening in your life that's causing you some stress and anxiety and perhaps some other challenges that you're finding difficult to manage, and know that you need support. What we would like to encourage is that students and staff and faculty feel supported in their mental health awareness, in their mental wellness, and also in seeking support when needed. I know it can be really difficult to talk about things that might feel embarrassing or which you're feeling ashamed of or you feel like you may have failed at, but when you start talking, you'll find that in fact what you might be going through is a normal experience given the situation that you're facing, and you're not alone. If there's ways in which we can help, we'd love to be there through the Health and Counseling Center, through accessibility services, through the opportunities that we have at UTM for students to learn more about mental health and mental well-being. Our student life professionals are committed to ensuring that we have a healthy campus, and within a healthy campus, it really rests on the foundation of a conversation about health needs and health challenges. When I think back to my time as a UTM student myself, I know that it was quite a stressful 4 years. There were a lot of challenges thrown my way, whether it was from my academic experience or also just my personal life experience. A lot of things change from the time that you start university until the time that you cross the stage at convocation. And in those changes, there's stress, there's anxiety, there's many successes, and there's also some failures. I think that it's really important to establish a strong peer network, to rely on your family and friends for support, and to also access services when needed. Stigma plays a role in all of this because starting those conversations can be a challenge, and really, I think, speaks to the fact that we need to have more of those conversations to normalize the fact that these 4 years are challenging 4 years. That's what makes it worth it, because when you cross that stage for convocation, all of the challenges that you've overcome, all the successes, and all of the failures make you who you are, and that is something to be very proud of. So UTM has a lot of services and programs available for students, staff, and faculty to look at balancing mental health and mental well-being. One of the programs that has been launched this past year that's been very successful is Mindfulness Wednesdays, where you can, instead of filling up on carbs over lunch, go into the rock and take yourself on a journey of relaxation and recalibration. Our Mindfulness Wednesdays have received a lot of good feedback, and we find that they're used throughout the year, sometimes more during the times of stress like midterms and exams, but certainly it's a great place to drop in, to meet new people, and to leave hopefully feeling refreshed. UTM also offers a variety of services and supports for our students in terms of formalized supports through Health and Counseling Center and accessibility services, but also informal supports through student affairs and services, ways to connect with peers. We know that in connecting with your community, you actually build a stronger resiliency and you establish a stronger foundation for mental well-being, and that is something that we look to do for our students on a regular basis. It's important to recognize that stigma is a real challenge. It becomes isolating when you're feeling stressed and alone, and anxieties might become overwhelming. I know in watching the other vlogs that have been happening throughout the last few weeks, I've heard from students and vloggers on how they're managing their stress and anxiety, and some of them have disclosed that when they're stressed, they tend to pull away from their peer group, and they don't eat the best foods, and they have trouble sleeping. If you're experiencing that type of challenge and you're feeling alone in that type of challenge, it's really hard to talk to somebody else about it. You're worried about being judged, you're worried that what you're experiencing isn't normal and something's wrong with you, and I think you're worried in terms of what it might mean for the long term. All of that is what stigma really is in practice. So it's important to recognize that all of us experience multitudes of challenges throughout our life. We also experience failures and successes. It's the ways in which we persevere. It's the courage that we show as we move forward. And it's the ways in which we connect with others to talk about what we're going through that I think leads us to a foundation of health and resiliency that helps us move forward as adults into even more challenges that might lie ahead. So I'm going to share with you the ways in which I manage sometimes my symptoms of stress or anxiety, and I can tell you that very often I will feel stressed or anxious about different challenges that might lie ahead in my experiences. I crank the music really loud. I sing really badly to the music that's blasting very loud, and on top of that, I jump around and dance really badly to the music that's blasting in my area. I would encourage all of you to find the thing that works for you. And if you walk past my office and you hear the music blasting, come on in and dance with me, because it means that I'm stressed and I need a friend. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope to see all of you soon. Bye!